Hey, what's up, everybody? New release video time. Today we're doing 2025 Bowman Draft Baseball. This is a product that, to be honest with you, I have never done a full sealed box of this product. I want to give a shout out to my Uncle Jamie who hooked me up with this box. Thank you so much for that. It was an amazing, just insane present. These boxes are extremely expensive, but they're super fun to open, especially for those of you who are very into prospect collecting and prospecting. People who want to take the chance of finding the next big superstar in the MLB. I know some of the top players, but I don't know. I'm not a huge prospect guy, so just keep that in mind as we go through the video. There might be some guys that I miss. I have a pretty good idea of like the top 10 though. I did do some research on some of these guys. Unfortunately, this guy, Eli Willits, the 1/1 super has already been pulled. The 1/1 Superfractor first Bowman autograph of him, I believe, was pulled on day one. So unfortunately that one is gone, but still just an absolute, I mean, there's so many huge cards still left out there. We're going to get 3 autographs in this box. This is one of the big boys. So 3 autos in here, and hopefully we hit a couple of these big names. Just a FYI, just a quick programming note. Tomorrow we're starting a full case profit challenge of 2025 Topps Archives. We've got a full sealed hobby case. That is going to be a really fun series. There are 2 autos per box. And Archives has treated me really well, so I'm very excited to get into that. But today, let's get into this 2025 Bowman Draft. I'm very excited to be able to get this as a gift because, like I said, this is not a product that I typically go to rip because it's very pricey, and you can get crushed on boxes of these, or you can do really well. Let's get the packs out of here, and we will get after it. Bunch of packs in here, ton of cards. I mean, look at all these 30. These are 32 card packs. And there's 3 rows of them. So we're going to get a lot of cards in these boxes. That's the one good thing. And a lot of these prospect cards, what I do, even the base cards, I just hold on to them long term. I have a big, huge box of Bowman, older Bowman stuff, where essentially what I do is I put the box away, and then 5 years from now, I'll open it up and see what I got. I'm going to go a little slow for this video because this is my first look at this product. So it'll be a little slower than normal. Just a heads up on that one. Let's get into this. Pretty excited. I want to see how many numbered we get. There's a lot that interests me in this product. Mason Peters first, JT Quinn, JD Thompson. I mean, there's going to be a ton of names I don't know, but then there'll also be non-first prospects like this Malcolm Moore here where, I do know some of these guys, of course. Tanner Franklin. It's Bryce Cunningham for the Yanks. We got first up, it looks like there's Jake Cook for the Blue Jays. Luis Pena, that's one of my favorite prospects in baseball. And we got an X-Fractor, Ethan Conrad for the Cubbies. There's a couple of people that like this kid. I definitely have seen his name before. Big kid, 6'3", 220, from New York. First round pick, 17th overall. So this actually is a pretty decent hit right here. Ethan Conrad on the X-Fractor. I just love X-Fractor parallels. Here's all our chromes. You get a ton of chromes in here, and then you're going to finish with a couple of, I believe they're non-numbered refractors. Liam Doyle, Peter Kusow for the Mets, Max Williams, Gabe Davis, which is a funny one because the Bills have a wide receiver named Gabe Davis. Matthew Fisher. We got an insert, Joshua Gonzalez. He was a big chase in one of the last Bowman releases. Axis insert. Then we got Luke LaCourse, refractor, and James Tibbs. There with the Dodgers gear on. James Tibbs was a good prospect for the Giants and was traded over there. So that's pretty cool. I pulled a really nice James Tibbs out of Pro Debut, which is a super fun rip. I highly recommend Pro Debut Hobbies. You can get them relatively cheap. Are you kidding me? We're going to get a red. Oh, my goodness. A red is going to be numbered to 5. This is already crazy. Hopefully that's an autograph. Even if it's not, a red is insane. Spencer Jones. Antonio Jimenez for the Mets. I don't know Antonio Jimenez. Okay, he's a 3rd-round pick. That makes sense. I know some of the earlier picks for the Mets. There's Joshua again. Sebastian Walcott. Ethan Hedges, Thomas White, great prospect there. George Lombard, same thing. Gage Wood, there's that Gabe Davis again. Tommy White, he was a first-round pick. Nate Becker, Ethan Frey, Felnan Celestin, and Gavin Killen, maybe. Here's a red. This could be crazy. I can't believe we got a red. Is it upside down? It is upside down. Sorry. All right, here we go. It's going to be for the Brewers, the Brew Crew. 1 of 5. J.D. Thompson. J.D. Thompson. That's some kind of a red lava. 1 of 5. Let me get this sleeved up because that is crazy. J.D. Thompson. Now, let's take a look. I don't think J.D. is one of the top guys. He was a second-round pick, 59th overall. J.D. Thompson. Number 47 on ESPN's list of draft-eligible prospects. 66th in MLB's pipeline rankings. Wow. To pull a red, this could have been such a nuke if it was Willits or Seth Hernandez, Cade Anderson, Jamie Arnold. There's a few guys that really would have been a big-time hit, but that's awesome to get a red. There's Slade Caldwell. Why does that look like his first Bowman? Am I going crazy? I think they used the same picture. It looks identical to his first Bowman Chrome. That's weird. We got, hold on, I got one of the refractors down here. We got Brady Ebel, Guzman, Jamie Arnold. There's Seth Hernandez. That's one of the chromes we're looking for sure. First chrome. Pico Cone, Jordan Yost. We got prized prospects, Dax Kilby for the Yankees. He's arguably one of the top 5 in this set. So that's pretty cool. Sean Gamble on the first, and A.J. Russell. These are 2 first refractors. What a start to this box. That's what you're hoping to hit out of a product like this when it's that pricey. You really want to nail some kind of a low-numbered hit. We still got our autos, obviously. There's Carson Bench. He's one of my favorite Mets prospects. Compton. There's Kilby. So Dex Kilby first for the Yanks. Waldschmidt. There he is. Eli Willits. That is a base paper, so I'm not going to throw that up there, but that's the guy you're looking for. First overall pick by the Nationals. Super young, super talented. He's going to be a very fun guy to watch. All right, first up, we got our auto. It's going to be Matthew Fisher. Matthew Fisher, first auto for the Phillies. I don't think I remember his name. I don't remember seeing too much about him. He's 20 years old, 7th-round pick, 221st overall. He's got some crazy numbers in the minors. Oh, no, it's high school. I apologize. I hope he's got crazy numbers in high school if he's getting drafted. Matthew Fisher is our first auto. J.B. Middleton. There's Maury. Huge chase in the last Bowman set. Riley Quick, Cam Nelson. Kyson Witherspoon. There's some damage on that card. Connor Esenberg. Prize prospects is going to be Billy Carlson. Typically when a guy's on an insert, he's one of the top. I think he's one of the top 10 in this set. J.R. Ritchie, refractor, and Joshua Kuroda Grauer, refractor. So pretty cool. Next pack. One of the best prospects in baseball, J.J. Weatherholt. Starting us off there. There's Tyson Lewis. Cade Obermueller, Charlie Condon, great prospect. Jacob Morrison, Dante Nori. He's a first-round pick. Kalen Culpepper. Cooper Fleming. I think Fleming, is he one of the guys? No. Thought he was one of the guys I had. There's Leo DeVries, first look in the A's uniform. The A's, man, they are going to be interesting when he comes up to see what he turns into. Charlie Condon, prize prospects. And then we have a Gage Wood refractor. And Xavier Nyans refractor. Nyans. First round pick, 21st overall. So this is a good one right here. Not bad anyways. Off center, left to right, unfortunately, on that one. Next pack. Hoping to get one numbered auto out of here. I wouldn't expect any more than one, but hopefully we can get at least one. There's J.B. Middleton and Maury. Brady Ebel. There's Kevin McGonigal. He's one of my favorite prospects in the whole league. Travis Bazzana, Franklin Arias, Reynel Rodriguez. These are guys that were chases in previous years. Aiden Miller was another one. And there's Andrew Salas, Anthony Ianson, Elian Pena for my Mets. We got Kevin McGonigal, prized prospects insert. Dean Livingston and Tommy Troy. Again, wildly off center, left to right. One numbered card, one auto so far. Be a longer video. There's a lot of packs in here. Riley Kelly, Ethan Petrie, Caden Kent. There's Jacob Reimer for my Mets, Ben Jacobs. Travis Sikora is in here. That's cool. Travis Sikora, fellow card collector. Briggs McKenzie. There's Benj. Spencer Jones, beast for the Yankees, big boy. We got Kyle Lodice. Dean Curley. These are cool. What do we got here? Steel Hall in action, and these are the die cuts. So these are really cool. Steel Hall was, I think he's like a top 15 guy in the set. Malachi Witherspoon. I don't think I've heard that name. And Dominic Fritton, refractor, and that one unfortunately is damaged on the corner there. Next pack up. There's some color. Got something back there. Some sort of a sky blue. Cason Cunningham. He's an interesting guy to me a little bit when I looked into him. Oh, we got is this going to be a numbered auto? Nope, it's just going to be a regular numbered card. Behind Briggs McKenzie, it's going to be a purple. Jacob Morrison, first, 241 of 250 on the purple. I don't know Jacob Morrison. Let's take a look. Third round pick, 94th overall. 2003 birthday. So this is an older player. This dude is a monster. 6'8", 245. Big boy. There's J.D. Dix, Ben Jacobs, Marcus Phillips, Dean Livingston. And then this card here, there's Dean Moss. Zach Root for the Dodgers. And this is like some sort of a sky blue. He was a first-round pick, 40th overall. Zach Root. So that's kind of interesting. A little color match there, too. Non-numbered. Grant Richardson, first. And Caleb Wing, first. Man, these cards, unfortunately, a lot of my refractors here are pretty off-center. What's cool about this product with Draft is you get so many refractors. That actually is kind of cool because for a guy like me that's going to stash them away, it'll be fun to look back on these. We got a green. Let's hope that's an auto. A green, probably going to be to 99. There's Max Williams. Kyson Witherspoon, Connor Essenberg. Arjun Namala, Cam Caminiti, Max Clark. All right, let's see. Is this green and auto? I don't know what this is. It must be an insert. 7 of 99, whatever this is. Whoa. Joswar Gonzalez. That's awesome. Look at that. 7 of 99. What are these called? I don't know what these are called. So this one's a sticker auto. Achromatic autograph card. That is awesome, Joswar. So this is a big time hit right here. I mean, he was one of the chases of the last Bowman set. And I pulled a couple decent cards of him, but nothing crazy until that one. That is a really nice one. There he is, my top prospect in baseball. I think he's going to be a great player. Connor Griffin for Pittsburgh, Riley Kelly. I hope that Skeens is still there when Griffin eventually comes up. We got a insert catcher for the Orioles, Ike Irish. He's a top 20 guy in this set. There we go. Look at that. Eli Willett. And that one's centered. We got really lucky here. So I've had a lot of off-center refractors. And the best one that we pulled is not off-center. Eli Willett. Beautiful. That's a keeper right there for sure, especially for a Bowman draft product. I know we got autos left, but I'm going to put that one right there. Patrick Forbes. We got 4 packs left still. Really, really nice one here. All right, we're getting a lot of doubles of the base, but that makes sense. There's so many cards per pack and so many packs. Jesus Mate is in here. It's cool. Nate Snead. Let me know in the comments if, you know, who you're chasing. Let me know who you're after, which prospects I've missed. There's Joswar again. Miguel Simi Jr. Sebastian Walcott's a big-time prospect. Mason Peters and McGonigal again. Bazana. Seth Hernandez. There's one of the top guys in the set for the Pirates. The Pirates have, I mean, so many good young players. It's just, will they keep them is the question. Jared Thomas, Refractor. And there we go. Travis Sikora on the Refractor. Nice one there. Unfortunately, a little nick up in the corner for Travis. All right, last 3 packs. This is the bottom row of packs. I'm just going to tilt this camera up because it looks like it's kind of weaseled its way down a smidge. There we go. Compton first. AJ Russell. We got a Refractor auto. We're going to finish with a Refractor auto. So that's going to be numbered in terms of our last auto. Mason Morris, 171 of 499 on the auto. 171 of 499. He's a 2003, so he's 23, third round pick, 83rd overall. Mason Morris. So that Joswar is definitely our best in terms of the autos, I would imagine. Ethan Conrad, Ty Harvey, there's Brenmer. Eli Willits, Axis insert. It's a nice one. I got to check out some highlights of this dude. Charles Davilan and JoJo Parker, I believe, is a good one. JoJo Parker, I think, is a top 10 guy. First Refractor. So that's cool. Nice for the Blue Jays, by the way. All right, last 2 packs. This was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed this rip. Maybe we can, yeah, all right, we're going to get, is that a paper? Oh, okay. They have paper numbered cards as well. Some kind of a sky blue. I'd imagine that's still like $4.99. There's Connor Griffin again. Marcus Phillips. The blue numbered card. Color match. Blake Mitchell, 128 of 499. Blake Mitchell for the Royals. It's kind of cool. I'll put that up there. It's a numbered card. Luke Dickerson. Josh Owens, Dominic Reed, Rock Riggio. He was a former Yankees guy. Cody Boker, first. Steel Hall, Axis. Nice. Caleb Lees, and Gavin Turley, first. 4th round pick, Gavin, 23 years old. All right, last pack. I mean, you can't complain with a red to 5. An auto to 99 of a guy I've heard of, and an Eli Willits Refractor. I mean, I'll definitely take this haul. It was not too bad at all. We got an insert back there. I do not think we're going to end with anything numbered. There's Steel Hall. That's a nice one. On the first paper, CJ Gray, Ryan Mitchell. Malachi Witherspoon. There's JoJo Parker paper. Yoandy Morales, JT Quinn, JD Thompson, the guy we pulled the red off. There's Aaron Watson, Franklin Arias, Caden Bonine first, Ike Irish Axis insert, and then our final refractors, Brandon Compton for the Marlins. He was a 2nd round pick, 46th overall, and Briggs McKenzie on the refractor for the Braves, 4th round pick for the Braves, number 69 overall prospect for the MLB draft. This was a lot of fun, and I felt like we actually did pretty well here. You know, be advised, when you buy a product like this, it is so expensive. So it's going to be very difficult for you to feel like you're going to make your money back, and a lot of these are going to be like long-term holds. Most of the time, if you pull some really super low-numbered auto of one of the top guys, you're going to want to sell it right away. to recoup some money, because a lot of times they're just going to dip in value as the set gets older. But I'm super excited about this for like a PC type rip. I get to keep that Willits Joss wire and see where that JD Thompson goes. So a really, really cool haul here, and I really enjoyed this one. Again, make sure to come back tomorrow. We're starting another full case profit challenge. This time we're doing 2025 archives. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have like 20 autographs in that series, so it should be a blast. If you want to continue to follow along with all the content, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.